Hi, everyone. I'm Lingli. I'm great to be here. And I'm honored to share with you on the view that we and some of our partners put together from our Autonomous Network White Paper 3.0 on what are the key enablers for a CSP's autonomous network transformation journey towards level 4 plus autonomy. Right, and we'll start with an industrial outlook of the status. According to TM Forum's latest CSP survey, the industrial collaboration around autonomous network is in a continuous expansion. As the common vision for over 90% CSPs for network transformation, autonomous network is actually the target for them in the next 3 years. And correspondingly, the investment from the CSPs on network automation and intelligence have increased by over 50%. In China, the 3 major service operators have successfully announced the goal, the common goal actually, of autonomous network construction to reach level 4 autonomy by 2025. And they have all started related project development, technology testing, and some of them are actually doing large-scale deployment to various degrees, including China Mobile. And as you can imagine, the corresponding standards development and industrial collaboration are also flourishing in various related organizations in the recent years. And a multi-SDO collaboration system is actually established with DM Forum as the core to define the top-level design and evolution path and various domain-specific standards development organizations to develop technical specifications and interfaces specifications around as the foundation. As part of that, since 2020, China Mobile, together with our partners, Huawei, ZTE, CICT Mobile, Nokia, and Ericsson, have been working on a series of autonomous network white papers to share our joint vision and the current progress and future perspective for autonomous network. And this year's latest white paper actually focuses on key technologies that we see are to be expected to help us achieve level 4 plus autonomy. And before we get into specific technologies, let's look at why they're needed. In other words, what are the problems that we need to solve by them? And actually, we believe that to achieve advanced autonomous network levels, we need to solve the problems for how do we achieve efficient operation and maintenance of AI and machine learning models that could be deployed at different levels of management systems among the network. How do we automate the knowledge management itself? For example, the rules and policies that are leveraged to achieve those closed loops. And thirdly, how can the system or the network itself gain the full authorization and delegation from the manual operators to actually to go on its own, making decisions? Those are kind of like things that we cannot be avoided and we must achieve to actually go beyond level 4 and towards complete autonomy. So correspondingly, ML ops, knowledge management, and digital twin network are identified as the key enabling technologies. ML ops as the combination of the best practices from the DevOps with AI and ML operation is expected to play the key role to streamline the workflow of autonomous networks application from the model development, delivery, and operation. And despite the pervasive applications in IT industry, model delivery and management across service provider and excuse me, solution vendor or device vendor are currently lacking consensus or standards in CT industry. Different options with various flexibility and efficiency or concerns of data security are actually all on the table. What is proposed here from the white paper is calling for industry collaboration to enhance the standardization of those alternatives on some of the identified key scenarios. And together we promote the standards interfaces for the algorithm creation, for example, with open source communities. And by the verification and pilots efforts, we can jointly work on some more advanced areas like privacy preserving computing. Those type of technologies could help us to hopefully solving the problems for data security and privacy issues. And secondly, knowledge management. Is actually by introducing it, it is expected to improve the quality of the automatically generated knowledge and promote this efficient lifecycle operation of knowledge itself, so that we can achieve timely update and accurate application of knowledge in those closed loops for autonomous network. And we can also enable cross-domain knowledge creation, integration, transmission, and by sharing it and enable collaboration at different layers and levels across different systems among the system. And so that the redundant processes in between can be further streamlined, automated, and fulfilled. And the proposals here is actually to also call for industrial collaboration to develop standards around data collection that is needed to generate knowledge, and ontology models to represent in a standards format for different types of knowledges, and also standards for knowledge representation so that we can share it across system boundaries, etc. And also, we are calling for more practice, verifications for those type of knowledge management into the existing network OAM workflow. And so that eventually we could decouple domain knowledge management and its business logic and implementation, and so that we can provide the flexibility in different scenarios in production. Lastly, but not the least, digital twin network and provides the testing ground for the system to gain the full delegation towards full autonomy. And it enables verification for multiple examples with different optimization objectives or innovative applications, so that those types of applications can be done without possibly affecting the existing network. And as you can imagine, it actually can play a key role to change the established processes of the network planning, deployment, maintenance, optimization, and operation, the whole life cycle of network operation. It also lays the foundation to accelerate the potential research explorations for new technology, new algorithms, new scenarios, and collecting new data. So it's not only a way of changing the way that we are operating the network, but it also provides a new way of doing research together with the industry. And for the proposal part, instead of building an all-encompassing platform that is capable of solving every case, which is likely to be too prohibitive while not responsive in time. So considering the cost and the value, it is suggested to start with specific applications for digital twin network explorations so that we could analyze the required internal and external data, for example, from the radio access network, and build the representation model and simulation model of the key influencing factors. And with the increase of such pilot applications accumulating along the way, the digital twin network technology could in the process to be gradually grow into a solid foundation to be put into production. And for the last part, I would like to share with you some of our ongoing work in those related directions that we have mentioned in the white paper. So for ML ops, actually, we have been doing some joint work inside China with AIIA on the general ML ops model delivery and management standards. And we're also working with CCSA, a local standardization on development organizations on specifying the technical architecture of how to do this intelligent information operation management system. And we will be embedding those ML ops processes into that architecture. And for knowledge management, we're actually leading a TN Forum's project that focusing on knowledge management in autonomous network. This project is actually in incubation. It just launched and would be expected to be in progress for the first half of next year. So, and we're also working in parallel in CCSA for technical requirement specifications for knowledge management in autonomous networks. And last, for digital twin network, we're currently kicking off a new catalyst in TN Forum for digital twin towards highly autonomous network. And we are partnering with Vodafone and also AIS in championing this catalyst, and together with our partners from Huawei, ZTE, etc. So in this catalyst, we're actually trying to build some of the realistic radio access network use cases and to get a taste of the digital twin network technology, what would be the platform and what would be those data requirements and ontology requirements, and what are the effectiveness that we can gain from that. And then we're also collaborating with some of the membership projects from TN Forum inside AI Ops, and those are actually to be some of our major focus for TN Forum and in the coming year. And in summary, for the continued journey for autonomous network and beyond, China Mobile is actually focusing on the key capabilities for the short term. But for the middle term, we are exploring the ways to do collaborative evolution with 5G advanced and also part of 6G's research. And we are also building an open collaboration platform inside China to enable those type of mutual collaboration and providing centralized and shared training and inference infrastructure to our research and industrial partners so that we can actually build a common infrastructure for all the explorations around intelligent computing force networks. And for the long term, we will also having a program working on holistic AI And we're also supporting our group network operation department of establishing an industrial chain innovation carriers to jointly define what is level 4 autonomy and what is to be achieved beyond that. And with that, that is all that I would like to share with you tonight. And thank you for your attention.